Hello everyone, this is Imran, your friendly friend. Instagram, if you're watching that replay on Facebook, so I'm also your friendly Facebook friend as well. So welcome to the show. This is season 2, and this is 40 minutes of soul journey. And today our guest is Victoria Chifor from Romania. I'm going to invite her in this live in a moment. So please welcome.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello.
Hello,
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And how are you? Hello from Romania.
Ah, thank you and welcome to the show, 40 Minutes of Soul Journey. And before I give the platform to you, I want to say a little bit about my show. This is a show about people like you who are entrepreneur, coach, business owner, doing something out of the box, trying to make positive impact on others people's life. So this is a platform for those type of people who wants to share, wants to grow together and make positive impact of others people's life. So welcome to this show, and audience who are watching this on live and who are watching will be watching this on replay. So this is Victoria Chifor, life coach, also somebody say like a relationship coach. So you can, she has many things in her sleeve. So you can pick any of this thing and you can find out how it will. And as the live will progress, you'll find like more and more will be revealed about Chifor Victoria or Victoria Chifor, whatever you can call her. And yes, hi. So we have a guest. So thank you. She's my very good friend as well. So I'll say like thank you for joining the live. And I'm going to hand over the platform to Victoria, and Victoria will share about herself, her early life, childhood time, how she became today's Victoria, what was her biggest breakthrough, biggest awakening moment, and anything you want to share about herself with us. So please, Victoria, go ahead and share something.
So, hello, my name is Chifor Victoria. I come from Romania. As a profession, I'm engineer. So my journey started around 15 years ago. I was struggling in my work environment with, let's say, feeling not good enough. I have a PhD in engineering. So back then, I was thinking that I want to change something in my life, and I'm an action-oriented person. And I took steps, small steps. Back then, I didn't know about personal development much, of psychology, but I was willing to make a change in my life. I was not very happy. So after I finished my PhD, life showed to me that I have to go more in deep in this, because I was traveling to India for 6 months with another company, a corporation in which I was working in India, in New Delhi for 6 months. And in there, I started to get in touch more with spirituality. And I learned that maybe my ways were not always the best way. I learned to listen to the other. I learned that there are so much things to do, to see, to learn. And I learned actually not to be in my ego. I had a very big ego back then. And yeah, the journey was continuing. Yeah, the journey was continuing. I studied NLP. The people who doesn't know what is this is neuroscientific programming. It's actually you train your brain to see other perspective and to embrace other ways of behavior. And I am accredited in NLP. So I did this, I think, gradually. First, I did it the practitioner, then master NLP, and now I'm coaching with NLP. I also did experiential healing with Duke Sawyer. It was also helpful, this training. It was like I could know myself better after this. And I started, I think the coaching I started a couple of years ago, but more intense starting last year. I have two trainings which they are running. One is for the people who are in the corporation like me. So it was my own journey. That's why I made a course out of this, how to get out of burnout and to be more efficient, like 40% more efficient in what you are doing. And the second
Awesome.
one is, the second one is the relationship training, also from my own experience, how to put yourself together after a breakup, how to boost your self-esteem, and actually to be in your power again. To answer to your
Awesome.
question, thank you.
Please.
To answer to your question about my breakups, I had many of them, but I would say one thing which helped me a lot, and I think everybody can identify this. It's very important to take action because action is activating your life actually. Without action, you feel stuck and you live in the past. So I would recommend for each of you, when you start to take action towards what you want, even if you fail, even if it's difficult, just take another step and another step. And if it's not working, do it in another way and in another way, and be creative with that and don't judge yourself too much. You will see you will attract the right people, the right informations. It's like synchronicities will happen in your life, and they will take you to the right place where you need to be. I think this was the
Nice.
biggest breakthrough for me.
And um, you said like something. If you can share something about your early life, like like how baby Victoria and teenage Victoria and that type of thing, so we know better about it.
Yes, I would say I have two examples. One in which I started to put myself on the social media. I could not, when I was speaking, I didn't look at the camera, I was looking down. So I started very intense to do this, I think, in 2020. And I felt very uncomfortable. I felt exposed. I felt vulnerable. If I had some comments which were not so friendly, I was always like scared and didn't want to do it again. And I didn't realize that actually I had so much fears, and I didn't know from where they were coming. Actually, it was just the fear
Okay.
of being seen and heard. So I recommend for people who are at the beginning of this journey that they should not give up. They should speak up. They should speak their truth because there are so many people out there who resonate with them, and they should just trust the process. And if you don't have haters or people who are like maybe haters is a too strong word, but people who are gossiping or saying something, this means that you don't do something good, you know. When you do something with impact, you always have this kind of people. They are indicator that you are on the right path, I would say. And the second thing about baby Victoria, let me think. Yeah, regarding relationship, I would say. Well, baby Victoria had a lot of, let's say, experience with love, maybe struggling a bit. And she never believed that she can teach people about relationship and how to take their power back and how to boost their self-esteem. And I was giving advices to my friends, to my colleagues. Everybody was coming and asking me advices about relationships many, many years. I think since I was 20, and now I'm 40, so there are some years. And I never imagined or believed or even dream of that I can make a training. And I think I just realized in 2020, this was the year with pandemic, in which I was sitting with myself a lot. And I just realized that actually, yes, I can do this. It's easy. And I'm speaking from experience. And I'm actually good with that. I never believed, but yeah.
Yeah. So you have something like real life experience and you have that intention, like why not? So that's the main thing that's basically allowed you to create that course, and now you are teaching lots of people about relationships. So congratulations. And now I want to ask you something like what was your biggest motivation of becoming life coach or relationship coach? Like what was the like one or two? What was the biggest motivation?
The biggest motivation was to help people. And the second one was to do what I like and to make a living out of that, because I see myself in life doing nothing except that. So that is a very strong motivation. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So now you know, like you are not only an engineer but also PhD. So like a PhD holder, scholar, and then like you're also coach, life coach. Then you're saying like you're also doing some relationship course. So let's say like we know something about like yes, work and life balance, but you are also doing like work, full-time work, then coaching, and also you're living your life happily. So how you are managing these three different parts? So if you can share something, so maybe our people, many of our coaches will be happy. It can possible to be a coach, having a full-time job, also running a family. So yeah, please.
Yes, I learned something which allowed me to do this, to be flexible. In the past, I was not so flexible person. I needed a schedule and just to follow it, like the German style, you know. And I learned that it's important to allow myself to be flexible and to be creative. So when I'm flexible, I'm creative. And to answer to your question, I have an office job, 8 hours in the morning. And in the afternoon, when I do the coaching, I don't feel that I do the coaching because I do something that I like. So I spend this time. It's a quality time for me. It's recharging my batteries. It's like I live my mission. So I don't feel the time is passing by. If I'm sitting with a client and 2 hours are passing by, they are like 5 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So you mentioned like something like German style. I have a German friend here. Hannah, hi, how are you? So what is meant by a German style? See if you can share some.
Yeah, well, I was living also in Germany for 1 year and a half, and I learned from them that you put everything in your calendar. So even the
Okay.
free time, even if you go to drink a beer with the friends, they have it Saturday on their Outlook. So for me as a Romanian, this is like no go, because the Romanians are spontaneous. It's like we just do it. We say it and we just go. So I learned back then that actually it's very important to schedule everything. I would say in the profession, yes, but when it's about people, I don't think it's working very well, because people are the way they are, you know, and sometimes maybe you spend more time with a person or maybe less time with a person. It's depending on the vibe that they give to you, and I would say to be very strict, it's not the right way. Of course, I like
Uh,
schedule. I like to have efficiency in my time. I'm also teaching about that. But there is some buffer, you know.
ah, okay, awesome. Hi, Hannah. Yes, hi. Happy that you are joining this call. So hi from me and hi from also Victoria. Thank you. Okay, Victoria. So I'm to ask you a bit more question because you said like some PhD, this job, and this also some experience in Germany and India. So what is your most pleasant experience being in different countries? If you can share.
Yes, I think in each country I had some revelation. I would say in India, I had a lot of friends, a lot of Indian friends, and I started to travel with them. We were going to Himalaya. We were going to discotheque. They dance like crazy. I could not believe this. Birthday parties, weddings, Hindi weddings, crush Hindi weddings, at the office also parties. It was unexpectedly nice. Clubs and a lot of fun. So it was a great experience to have this friendship. I was going also to the temples with them. I never knew that they are so nice. Like for Christmas, for example, in New Delhi, we were going to a Catholic church for me, and then we were going to a
Mhm.
Hindi temple for them. It was like they are open to all
Yeah, right.
cultures. Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
Awesome, awesome. So as like when I also travel sometimes, like sometimes I visit to pagoda, and the next is like I go to mosque for pray, and then I go to some church, and on the way back I'm going to synagogue to visit some Jews prayer place. It's
Super.
just amazing every time I visit some those religious spiritual places. This is my like some sort of like also my hobby to visit different countries, be in different places, and especially those spiritual places. I feel those energy. I'm also sensitive, so it's So good. So thank you for sharing your experience in India. I haven't been to India yet, but I think I'm going to India, especially after listening so many good stories from you, also from Hannah and many of my friends who are also watching this. India is a beautiful country, so maybe I'll visit there soon. Thank you for sharing that. So now I'm to ask you, like, what is your biggest stronghold? Like, if I ask you, like, okay, what do you feel good? Like, you feel good to motivate people, or you just want to be generalized life coaching, or you are very good at boosting up the self-esteem, or just relationship training? What is your stronghold?
I would say my strong point is to shift perspectives of how people see things in general, in a relationship, at work maybe. I think it's like a birth gift. I made them aware actually that they have the solution already with them, and they just need to take action. I'm also good in helping them to make a plan and to be action orientated, because I'm also a
Uh,
person which is action orientated. So yeah.
yeah, very much German.
Yeah, I get some features maybe from there.
Yeah, so yeah, cool. So now I want to ask you like a few more questions. Like, let's come back to some this coaching thing. Like, if you can share something your coaching style, what are your current coaching package or offerings you are offering? Like, it can be like some mini course, it can be some long term course, or it can be whether you are offering some one to one or it's just a group coaching. So if you can share a bit about this, then
Yeah, as my coaching is a bit diverse, so I'm doing also group coaching. As I said, I have two trainings running. One is how to overcome burnout and to be more efficient, 40% out of your time. This is addressed for the people who are working in corporation, who think that they handle too much and they don't have time for themselves. I do also one-to-one for them as well, if it's required, and also group coaching, small groups, not big ones. And in parallel, I'm
uh,
doing the relationship coaching, is the same format. I can do one-to-one if there are some specific problems they need to deal, and also group coaching. For each type of coaching, I do 6 sessions, so there are 6 package, I would say. Um, so during the 6 weeks is one time per week. And I would like to offer a discount, 15% discount for the people who are watching this. And if they type hashtag Imran or hashtag Soul Journey, and they can DM me on Instagram. So I'm checking my Instagram and I can see, and then I can offer them details. To answer also to your question, these trainings or coaching, they are, like I would say, combined elements of NLP and healing. So it's very personalized for each person, depends on their need, if it's one-to-one. And for the group one, I can give them detail. Each coaching session has like a block of exercises
okay,
that I can share. Yeah.
okay. Cool. So guys, there's a 15% discount for you guys. Just type hashtag Imran and so hashtag Soul Journey. So you're going to get like 15% flat discount from Victoria in all courses. So thank you for this special offer. I'm happy that my audience who are watching this live will be watching this in replay. They'll feel it nice and happy. So thank you.
Thank
And
you.
I want to ask you like this is like something like as you are going to offer something. I just want to make sure like how you do this thing, whether you are doing this like Skype or you are doing this through Zoom or Google Meet. What is your medium? Like, what is your medium? Like, how you are conducting this coaching call?
Ah, okay. For the groups, I have a Facebook group which is dedicated for this. In there, I put all the materials that they need, all the recordings, and then
Mm-hmm.
I go live one time per week for answering the questions, for coaching them, and to see where they are, to see their progress. And for the one-to-one, usually I prefer WhatsApp. And in there they can write whenever they need assistance, or
Mm-hmm.
I give them also meditations and exercise and everything which is a bit more personalized, and probably they don't want this kind of exposure for, for the other platforms. That's why for the one-to-one, it's a
Awesome.
bit more.
Yeah, so people have this flexibility. They can either go to Messenger, if they want to have this on Zoom, you are open, right? So
Yeah.
there is no
Yeah.
like, okay, awesome. So guys, don't get any sort of panic. You can have this coaching in any media like that. You feel like you can have Messenger, you can have WhatsApp, you can have it through like Zoom or Google Meet. So feel free, and
Yeah,
be
also Skype.
uh,
I had some friends
Skype
who are
also.
comfortable with Skype, so I can do also for that.
Okay. Cool. So thank you again for being so open and uh, welcoming to people. Now, this is a like a bit interesting question. I think like you are not expecting that sort of question. So the question is like, okay, as
Probably
you are,
not.
uh, so as you are running this coaching and also have, uh, definitely you are doing something like work and this thing. So what type of challenge you faced so far being a coach?
I would say I had a lot of challenges on the social media when I put my content. Every day I post something. Either is a video clip, either is my personal story. And I get two categories of people. One category motivates me to keep doing that. They are inspired by my story. They are happy to share it. They recognize themselves in it. They comment very nice. So it's like filling my heart with joy. The other category, let's say the people who are just like kind of, they're not haters, but I would say don't take very seriously my content. If people would check my profile, they will see that my content is pretty strong usually. It's about spirituality, it's about shifting perspective, it's about strong realization. So it's not some power flower. And I'm amused when I see that some people just like want to flirt or they have other intent. I would say initially I was disturbed by this, but then I realized that I should not let these things stop me to fulfill my mission. And for me, they are just noise. If they don't have something serious to comment or to ask in order to see that there is an impact there, I just ignore it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as your ultimate goal is to help people. What you can do, you can just look, listen, and move forward. Simple. So I'm happy that you are overcoming your challenges with style as always. So congratulations. Another question I have to ask. I was checking your website and I found like you're also a writer. So you're an author.
Yes.
So share something about your book writing.
I forgot to mention, yes. I have 2 books published already with the editor and everything. One is in Romanian. It's called The
Nice.
Road to Yourself. This book was inspired by my traveling. I have also picture with me in that book. I was traveling in South America, in Europe, in India. So I have a couple of countries there. And it was a personal development through traveling, like realization and the experience that I lived and how they shape me in the person who I am today. I would say this book I recommend it for the people who are at the beginning of their personal development journey. It's very easy to read, and I think they will resonate with that. The second book, I published it, I think, in 2021. It's called Your Destiny, Own It. And I was very inspired to write it because I was participating to, I think everybody knows Tony Robbins. It was a show that he's doing, I would say a program called Date with Destiny. It was the most powerful program that he has. And I would say after that, I wrote this book in 1 week. Every night I wrote something. I could not sleep. I was so on fire. And then the book was coming. It was my perception of how I see things. And A lot of NLP exercise there, a lot of life examples. And I think in that time, I was starting to actually make the structure of my course. It was the skeleton, I would say. And I have another book which I want to publish, but I didn't. It's already written. It's called The Body.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's called The Body. It's about nutrition. It's about self-esteem. It's about a lifestyle which will support the life that you want to live. Unfortunately, I didn't publish this book. This is also in English. I just write it again when I felt inspired. Usually I do this in a couple of days or 1 week, and usually in the night. I'm a person which is not matinal, I would say. And it's just there on my computer at the moment sitting, so I'm intending
Okay,
to
so
publish.
we are hoping that light will come and you'll publish your book, and we'll learn more about how to have a nice, like how to say, like mind, body, and soul. This proper combination between all these three will happen. Hello, hello, hello,
Do you hear?
hello.
Yes.
Are you there? Okay. So I thought like I missed you. Yeah.
No,
So
no.
please publish that book, and we'll learn more about body, mind, and soul, and we'll have further better life. And yeah. So now I want to ask you a few other things. Tell me something about your TikTok experience. I saw like you crossed like 12,000 followers.
Yes. I started very modest with 0 followers, like everybody. And I would say I started to take TikTok more seriously, I think in March or something. I already had 500 followers back then, and now we are in September and I have 12K, so it's amazing. I started to post content every day, short videos like 1, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and it was the inspiration for the day. Whatever it happened in that day, I just felt inspired to share with my audience. And it was growing very massive. And I have a friend who said to me, please, Victoria, can you share a video in which you can recognize how the woman behave when they want just to party and they just don't want to be in a relationship? So like not the playboy, the variant of the playgirl, you know? Yeah. And
Who is that person? That kind of tricky question.
Imran, I think so, yeah. So I would say I need to thank you for that because that video went viral. I had 100K visualization, and because of that video which I made, I think my audience was boosting like crazy. I think in 1 month, because of that crazy video, I reached to 5,000 and then 7,000. You know, the thing with TikTok algorithm is when you have a video which is very viral, it's like it's boosting so fast your audience that you start to have thousands just by having that. Yeah, so thank you.
I'm so happy. Yeah, you're welcome. So I'm happy to help you to go viral. So
Yeah.
I can edit like, okay, this is my achievement. Like I can just ask question and make people viral. So
Yeah, definitely. For me, it
yeah,
was a big help. Thank you.
you're welcome. It's my pleasure to help you and make you viral. And if you need further question, I can ask so many tricky questions. So no problem.
Exactly. You can do. I have also another hint for TikTok for the people out there. There is a possibility after 10,000 followers that you can go live. So I do this 1 time per week, and I go live and I speak with my audience. And you can get in that time, it's like half an hour, 20 minutes, thousands of people, viewers, and they initially become your followers. So you can gain very fast followers by just going live and speak about your topics, about your training, about what you're doing, answering to their question, and see where the energy is going. You know, just like be there for them to feel supported.
Okay, awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Oh, one question. Is it 10,000 or 1,000?
I think TikTok has this algorithm. If you have 10,000, you can go live.
because I was just checking somewhere like it was like 1,000. So maybe I'll double check and share that with my audience.
Yeah, double
Thank
check
you.
it, because from my experience, I could not go live with 1,000. Maybe now they change it, because TikTok is also
Yeah.
upgrading a
Things
lot.
are changing. Things are changing. Things are changing. Like remember, like it was 15-second video on TikTok. You can't share
Yeah,
everything. Then it comes like 30-second. Now it's becoming longer and longer. It's
yeah,
just
3 minutes.
becoming another version of Instagram. So it's all good.
Exactly.
Yes, people who are still not on TikTok, like TikTok, please join TikTok. I'm also joined TikTok, but I'm so lazy to put content out there. But yeah, sometimes Victoria is pushing me. So thank you, Victoria. Keep pushing, and maybe I start posting more and more content. Maybe from coming days. So yeah, thank you. And now I want to ask you, like, um, hmm, like, did you answer me the what was your biggest challenge? Like one single incident, like something like, or maybe a biggest memorable thing in your coaching. Like yes, you make something and somebody got some real awareness and their life just shifted from here to there, something like this. Do you
Yes,
have
I
such
have
thing?
two examples. One, it was a coaching one-to-one. I did the experiential healing method on a client. It was a lady, and I will
Ah,
never forget this experience, because I was the guide for her, and I think I believe in the right person at the right time. And actually, she managed to connect with her father who passed away, and she managed to forgive him. Um, and I was guiding this process. It was a blessing for me to attend to this, and it was another reason for why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I felt like, I don't know, like out of this world. I felt amazing, like blessed, really blessed and honored to have that experience. I think it was the best experience that I had with the customer, to see how strong impact she and how much awareness she had after this process. And she was like a new person, completely new person, and she thanked me from the bottom of her heart, and I was like nearly having tears in my eyes. This was amazing.
yeah, even when you're saying, I can feel it. Like it's so surreal and real. I'm having some goosebump around my hand. So it's really amazing. So yeah, what is the another one?
Yeah. The other one, on the social media, on the TikTok platform, I would say, um, I had around 1,000 viewers when I was going live, and I had a person which was joining and writing only crap in my messages. So, and I mean by crap, really inappropriate language. I think people know what I mean. And I was freezing in that time, and I was just realizing, sitting in front of 1,000 people who were just looking at me, and I was just like feeling blocked and stuck and freezed and didn't know what to do. And then this shift, because I just give that example, that bad example. I was speaking about the human needs and why people do what they do, and it was like kind of hidden blessing, this guy. And I give him an example to express what I wanted to point out, why people do what they do out of significance,
Mhm.
and if they don't get the good attention, they try to get it in a bad way, like it was
Yeah.
that case. So I was
Mhm.
shifting the complete energy around, and that guy was quiet and get scared that he felt exposed, and then he just leave the chat quiet. Of course, the journey, actually, in that time, it was about me, because I just realized that you can be in your power, and you just need to believe it and trust yourself and take your power back from whoever tried to mess with it.
Okay, awesome. So thank you for sharing this. And this is very common, like especially lots of my clients who are like female entrepreneur. There is some mompreneur, like single mom. This type of people also going sometimes live, and people are like crazy. They always come up with some bullshit comment and say something. They directly hate you. it's really sometimes they ask me like, hey Imran, what I can do. I say like, yes, I can do, but like sometimes I really can't give them the exact advice how they can deal with the situation. So maybe as a woman like you can share something like what are the best practices to deal with such situation and overcome the situation without feeling stuck or getting freeze. So if you can share something to my audience, because there are many of audience who wants to know and who always faces the situation. Sometimes they send some shitty rubbish direct message in Messenger, in Facebook, in TikTok, and even like comment in public like this and that. They hit you, how you look, your dress up, your look, how you are putting makeup. So, what is the best practice to deal with such situation?
Yeah, I'll give you another example which happened to me, I think, 1 month ago. I had a coaching call. It was the initial call with a guy, which, of course, he had the difficulties in his relationship, like usual. And I think we spent half an hour. I asked him questions. I find out how he is, what is his issue, what are his challenges. And at the end of the call, like after 40 minutes, I just realized that actually he wanted video chat. He didn't want it actually a coaching service. I was a bit shocked. I explained to him very firm what I'm offering. I give him my website. I show to him that I'm serious in what I'm doing and I take myself seriously. I said to him that I'm not interested in whatever he's asking. Maybe he's on the wrong side. He was very insistent. No, he said he's on the correct side. And he was insisting, and he said that I'm beautiful and blah, blah, blah. And he wanted to pay a lot of money for the coaching services.
He should look for some cam girl. So there are plenty of cam girl out there. And
yeah. It was like a miscommunication because I was explaining to him what is my exercise and how I'm training and what is his values, his belief, how he can shift this. And I was going and going. And he just said to me that he just want me to make him happy. I said, you can make only yourself happy. So I didn't understand what he's saying, actually, until he was like bored with all this psychology that I was showing to him and explaining, and he just said that he just wants that I make him happy. So then I understood, okay. Well,
hello?
Yeah. Kind of situation, I said to this is what I did. Please go for. I'm not interested in this kind of, it might happen also that they can struggle. For person are very insistent, so trying to contact me after 1 week, change my mind after 2 weeks, until I block him because there is a point.
Awesome.
You have to put healthy boundaries and say firm what you are doing and what is your occupation, and then it's not your responsibility anymore. It's like you did your part,
Awesome. So thank you. I hope my audience who are watching this live and also will be watching this replay, and they'll have some awareness around this thing, and they'll be able to handle the situation much more easier than before. So thank you, Victoria, for sharing your wisdom with us.
Thank you. Experience, I would say. I don't know how wise it was, but
yeah, it's like let's say experience. Experience is the best thing we can have in our life. So now, as we are almost coming to the end of the interview, so I want to ask you. It's basically for my audience who will be watching in replay and watching now, like how people can reach out. Like let's say somebody wants to have some question around your coaching and want to get some help, maybe some want to message you about their current issue or some struggle in their life. So what is the best way so they can reach out to you? Like either it can be your messenger or Instagram message. What is the best way? Or maybe your website. So please share some.
I think they can DM me either on Instagram, either on Facebook. I also have Calendly. They can book a session there.
Awesome.
Normally, what I do after I see that the person is interested, I make a session with them. The first session is free. So I just check in that session where they at, what is their challenges in life, and to see how we can work together and what is the personalized training for them. And then we can move further for the packet which I'm offering based on their needs and based on this discussion
Yeah.
we had initially. Yeah.
Awesome. So guys, feel free to message Victoria on her Instagram. I'll also share her Facebook, because I'm also going to share this video on Facebook as well, so people will see it, and also make sure like how to reach and all those contact option. I'll also add to the post text. So yeah, don't worry. That's my part, and I'll make sure that you guys can reach Victoria easier, faster, and efficient.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
remember,
So
first
now,
session is free, so there is nothing to lose.
yeah, and also like it's a free clarity call. So
Yeah.
get clarity free. Don't miss this chance. Once in a lifetime chance. Maybe next time he will start charging. So now, one last thing. Please, Victoria, say something in one single sentence to us as a life coach or as a relationship coach or just as a human. What you want to say? One single sentence, please.
I would say that actions is the main ingredient of life. And change is life, and life is change.
Thank you. And thanks for being on my show. You are my very first guest for season 2, and more and more season will come and episode will come, but you'll be remembered as your first guest for season 2. Thank you again. Thanks everyone who are watching this now, and also will be watching this as replay. So thank you for joining this Instagram live, and I'll share further details as in the description. And thank you. Have an awesome day, and thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you.